Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk about prototypal inheritance. So what if we want to have one object or one object type inherit from another? So I want to create a person object again and then have a customer object that will inherit its prototype. Alright, so let's go ahead and create our person. Alright, so we'll say person constructor, so function person. And we're going to make this a little simpler than we've been doing. It's just going to have a first name and a last name. If you want to add more properties, you can do that. But we're just going to set this dot first name equal to first name, this dot last name equal to last name. All right, so that's our person constructor. Now what I want to do is just create a very simple prototype method, which will be a greeting. So we'll say person dot prototype dot greeting. Oh, I'm going to set that to a function. And then I'm just going to return. Let's put a set of backticks in here, and we'll just say hello there, and then we'll put in this dot first name space this dot last name. Okay, so that's the greeting. So we could easily create a person by just saying person1 equals new person. We'll say John Doe, and then we should be able to say console.log person1 dot greeting. Okay, so we get hello there, John Doe. So now what I want to do, I'll comment that out, is create a constructor for a customer. All right, so we'll say customer constructor, so function customer. Okay, so customer is also going to take in first name, last name, but they're also going to have a phone number and a membership. Okay, so a membership type like standard or whatever, simple, whatever, some kind of membership for a service. Now, what we want to do here is we want to call person. Okay, so we want our person constructor. We want to say dot call. Okay, so call is a function that allows us to call another function from somewhere else in the current context. All right, and the first parameter of this is actually going to be this. And then after that, we want whatever properties are in the constructor that we're inheriting. In this case, it's just first name and last name. All right, so we want to include those. And then after that, whatever extra properties we have for customer, we need to just assign like we would normally. So this dot phone equals phone, and this dot membership equals membership. Okay, so that's our constructor. So now we should be able to create a customer. So let's say const customer1 equals new customer. We'll say Tom Smith, and he has a phone number, and he has a membership type, which we'll call standard. Okay, so we can console.log customer1, and there he is. So he has his first name, last name, membership, and phone. Okay, and you can see it's a type of customer. Now, even though we did this person.call here, let's see what happens if we do a console.log customer.greeting. All right, so let's see what that gives us. So that gives us an error. It says customer is not defined. I'm sorry, it should be customer1.greeting. But we still get an error that says customer1.greeting is not a function. So it's not yet inheriting the prototype. So we're going to add a couple lines of code up here for that to happen. So let's go, let's go right here under the customer constructor, and we want to inherit the person prototype methods. So to do that, we're going to say customer dot prototype equals, and then we're going to use this object dot create, and then inside here we want to pass in the person dot prototype. All right, so now let's go ahead and save that and run it, and we get hello there Tom Smith. Okay, now Tom Smith is a customer. We didn't set him as a person, we set him as a customer, and even though greeting is part of the person prototype, we were able to use that. Now if we click on the proto pseudo selector right here, you'll see we have person. All right, so we actually want this to return a customer. So there's one other line we have to write here. Let's say make customer dot prototype return customer. So we're just going to say customer dot prototype dot constructor, and we want to set that equal to customer. So now let's save, and it's still doing the same thing. We're able to use the greeting prototype, but if we look down here, we click proto, now you can see we're using the customer constructor. Okay, so these two lines here will allow that to happen. Now we should be able to overwrite person prototypes with new prototypes. So if we wanted to create a separate greeting, okay, if we want to create a separate greeting for a customer, we should be able to do that. So let's go, let's see, we'll go right here. And we should now be able to do customer dot prototype dot greeting. Set that to a function. And let's grab let's grab this right here, this return. Put that in there, and we'll just say hello there, the name, and we'll say welcome to our company. And save. And then you can see the hello there Tom Smith, welcome to our company. Now if we were to call the person greeting up here, comment that out, that one is just hello there John Doe, because the person greeting doesn't say welcome to the company. Okay, so we can overwrite it, but any prototype method that we add to the person will now be accessible through the customer. Okay, and that's how we can do inheritance.